Hey guys, welcome to episode 3 of my 3x3 improvement series. So, this episode is going to be focusing on finger tricks and algorithms. So, finger tricks in the sense what finger tricks you should be using, or at least you should try using, and algorithms are just when you need to learn algs basically, and I'll be talking about that. So, let's get right into it. First off, finger tricks are really important. Don't underestimate finger tricks. You may have seen a lot of cubers doing challenges with like no finger trick solves. That's just because they know all the good finger tricks and they're bored of it. So basically, what you want to do is develop good finger tricks early. So if you can develop good if you can develop good finger tricks at an early stage, then you'll have very less trouble improving later on, and you'll definitely see that in your solves. So first off, let me just tell you all the basic finger tricks. So home grip is this, which you have these two fingers at the back of the cube and your thumb at the front, and you basically position your hand like this, and you have this. If you're a righty, if you're a lefty, it might be the opposite. So it's totally up to you. And so for R, most people do this for R and R prime or R prime. It's totally up to you again. It depends on in the algorithm where it comes. For example, if you're doing a T perm, this is how I execute a T perm. I do R. Since the next move is U, I clip my thumb and my index on this corner like that. R prime. So this R prime is like this. R prime F, R to U prime, F prime. So that's my T perm. And so based on what algorithm you have, your finger trick might vary. But make sure that you have the basics down. R prime, L prime, U prime, D prime, F prime. Oh, some people do F prime like this, which is totally fine. Like, it's totally up to you. F prime is this how I do it. And B prime. So for B prime, I actually don't do this, and this is my weakness, and I've found my weakness by analyzing, which is what you guys should do too. This is a very decent B prime, but then I tend to do this, which is like you have to change your grip from home grip. And the problem with me is I have got used to this, which is bad. So see, like, again, if you find it and it's good for you, you use it. But I know that it's bad for me because I've seen it hinder my solves. So now I'm working on this. I'm working on fixing this finger trick. So yeah, and a good example of having good finger tricks. So especially for double flicks like U2s and D2s, you should be able to execute them with both hands. Well, not D2s maybe, because yeah, D2s are kind of tough. D2s just pick one hand and make sure you're good with it. So for example, the A perm. So the A perm is executed, it's done like this. But if you execute with double flicks, it's that fast. Wow, I'm slow. But yeah, it's really fast if you can do double flicks. So my point here is learn good finger tricks at an early stage, and you'll really see the improvement at the later stages. So yeah, that's all about finger tricks. Make sure you have your finger tricks down. If you have any doubts, just leave it in the comment section and I'll answer it. I won't spend too much time now. Algorithms. So this is where a lot of people face a lot of trouble, because for CFOP you have two alg sets that you need to learn, which are OLL and PLL, and you have F2L. So the reason I say F2L is an alg set is because once you get really fluent with solving with CFOP, you'll start seeing F2L as cases. You won't see it as intuition anymore. Your intuition will have developed to such a good stage that it just becomes natural. It becomes muscle memory, and you know exactly what to do. So if I have to give an example for that, so this is a really tough F2L case. It's very ugly. Like, a lot of people do it like this and all. So what you can do instead is this. So this is one of the neat tricks, and this I found out when I started treating F2L like cases. So I worked on finding the best possible or the most efficient alg for that case, and it works. So OLL, F2L and PLL are the three alg sets of CFOP. This is how I put it. And OLL has 57 algs, PLL has 21 algs, and I believe F2L has 42 cases. So definitely get yourself acquainted with all of these. It's not a lot. F2L in fact is completely intuitive. The trick that I just showed you, I found it because I felt my intuition was a bit slow. That's the only reason. So yeah, and when you feel like you're slow at a certain step, that's the right time to start learning the algs. Like, don't hesitate. Don't think that I can still get faster with this. No. If you can learn the algs fast, you'll improve a lot more later on. So, and yeah, if you can't tell, like, with respect to your time barriers, like if you're sub 15 or sub 10 or whatever, if you can't tell when you should be learning algs, wait for the last video. The last video will be covering that. So yeah, that's all for this video. Work hard on your finger tricks and algorithms. They're very easy. And yeah, that's it. See you next video.